Hello and welcome to new series on governance in India for civil services. Let's start today's session with National Policy on Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances, NDPS, 2012 Objective: curb drug abuse and provide treatment, rehabilitation, and social reintegration for addicts. Reduce crime, improve public health, and uplift the social environment. Guide ministries and organizations, reaffirming India's commitment to combat the drug menace holistically. Salient features: controlled production of concentrate of poppy straw, CPS, by companies to maintain global supply. Gradual reduction and eventual cessation of poppy straw consumption by addicts. Monitoring and enforcement, use of satellite imagery to detect illicit poppy and cannabis cultivation. Development of alternative livelihoods for traditional illicit crop cultivators. Private sector may produce alkaloids from opium, currently done by government opium and alkaloid factories, GOAFs. Non-intrusive regulation, regulate manufacture, trade, and use of psychotropic substances. Medical access, adequate access to morphine and opioids for palliative care. Research and surveys, conduct periodic surveys to understand drug abuse patterns. Recognition and support for de-addiction centers. Time-bound action, ministries and agencies to follow plans aligned with International Narcotics Control Board recommendations. Legal and constitutional basis, Article 47 mandates prohibition of intoxicants except for medicinal use. NDPS Act, 1985 enforces India's obligations under UN Drug Conventions, 1961, 1971, 1988. Promotes licit medical/scientific use while preventing diversion, trafficking, and abuse. Related ministries for key national policies: Policy-related Ministry/Department, National Policy on Skill Development, Labor and Employment, National Policy on Resettlement and Rehabilitation, Rural Development, National Youth Policy, Youth Affairs and Sports, National Policy on Voluntary Organizations, Planning Commission, National Policy for Empowerment of Women and Child Development, National Policy for Children, Women and Child Development, National Policy for Persons with Disabilities, Social Justice and Empowerment, National Policy for Older Persons, Social Justice and Empowerment, National Policy on Education, Human Resource Development, National Policy on Child Labor, Labor and Employment, National Policy on Disaster Management, Home Affairs, National Tribal Policy, Tribal Affairs, National Policy on Open Standards for E-Governance, Communications and IT, National Sports Policy, Youth Affairs and Sports, National Nutrition Policy, Women and Child Development, National Litigation Policy, Law and Justice, NDPS Policy, Finance, Department of Revenue, National Data Sharing and Accessibility Policy, Science and Technology, National Mineral Policy, Mines Science, Technology and Innovation Policy, Science and Technology, National Policy on IT, Communications and IT, National Biofuel Policy, New and Renewable Energy, National Environment Policy, Environment and Forests, National Policy for Farmers, Agriculture, National Agriculture Policy, Agriculture, National Water Policy, Water Resources, National Telecom Policy, Communications and IT, National Manufacturing Policy, Commerce and Industry. National Urban Sanitation Policy, Urban Development, National Urban Housing and Habitat Policy, Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation, National Policy on Urban Street Vendors, Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation, National Health Research Policy, Health and Family Welfare, National Health Policy, Health and Family Welfare, National Population Policy, Health and Family Welfare. Thank you for joining today's session. Remember, knowledge grows when shared. Stay inspired and keep learning.